Today I'm going to teach you how to factor cubic polynomials, in particular ones that have 4 terms. So what's a cubic polynomial? It's one whose highest degree is a 3. So the goal today is that you're going to be able to factor 4-term polynomials completely using the grouping technique. The nice thing about this type of factoring is I don't have to multiply anything and find the factors of this, that add or subtract to be that. I'm just going to split it in half, just like I would do for grouping. And then I'm going to factor the first half. So what can I divide evenly into a 9x cubed and a 45x squared? Well, I can pull a 9 out and I can pull out 2 x's. And what's left over? Well, that would be an x here, and that would be a minus 5. And then over here, there's nothing that they have in common except for a 1, so I'm going to pull out a 1 and then have the x minus 5. Now, just like I've said in other videos, when you're doing grouping, if the two binomials inside the parentheses are not the same, you've done something wrong. So now, here's your answer. I'll go ahead and take the outside ones first. It doesn't really matter which one I do first. And then the inside. And that is it. That is how I would factor a cubic polynomial. Based on what you've learned so far, what do you think I have to do right now? Well, I got to pull that -1 out. I can't have my leading term a -1. So I'm going to do that. And what's left over is basically everything as its opposite. So I'm just going to do that, just like that. Alrighty. Now I'm going to remember that -1, but for right now I'm going to ignore it. I'm going to just split this into 2 pieces. And I'm going to pull an x squared out. And I'll have an x here plus 6. And then remember, if this next one starts with a negative, I got to pull the negative out. It looks like I can pull a -2 out. And then -2 times what is -2x? That would just be an x, and then plus 6. Alrighty, so I have my outsides. And then I have these. And then I'm going to remember this -1. I'm going to just put it right here. And that is my final answer. Okay, look at this one. And are we ready to split it in half? Nope. If you notice, every one of these can be divided by a greatest common factor of 3. So I'm going to do that and pull that 3 out here and remember it. Come back to it later. So I'm going to have a 3x cubed minus 6x squared plus a 4x minus an 8. And then I'm going to split this into 2 groups. The first group, I'm going to look at it. I can pull a 3 and I can pull an x squared. So then I have an x left minus 2. Here I can pull a positive 4. And then I should have an x minus 2. Alrighty. So 3x squared plus 4. Those are the ones on the outsides of the x minus 2's. And then this 3 has to be part of it. And there you go. That's the final answer. Do I have to pull a negative? Nope. Do I have to pull any greatest common factor? Nope. So we're ready to split it in half here. And I will have, let's see, an x squared comes out. And then I have an x minus 4. And then over here, a minus looks like a 9. And then an x minus 4. And this time, there's a reason for this. I'm going to put the x minus 4 first. And again, it usually doesn't matter. And then I'm going to put the x squared minus 9. Am I done? Well, if you said, no, you're right. Because look at that second binomial. Do you notice that that is a difference of squares special? Yeah. So I've got to take care of that. So I have my x minus 4. And if you remember, this is one of these where I have the square root of x and the square root of 9. And one's going to have a minus and one's going to have a plus. So this is the actual final answer of that cubic polynomial. This is my last one, and I've thrown several little things in there. So what I would love for you to do, pause the video and try to get as far as you can on your own before you see how I do it. All right, so I'm looking at this, and I see a negative. I got to pull out a negative. But I also see that I have a 3 that can go into all of those. So I'm going to actually pull out a -3 out of every one of those. Did you see that when you were doing it on your own? So I'm going to pull that -3 over here, and then I am going to have, let's see, an x cubed minus a 3x squared minus an x plus a 3. Okay, now it's time to do my grouping. And I will look at this and say, all right, I have an x squared. That's all I can pull out of there, and I'll have an x minus 3. And then over here I'll have a -1. That's it. And then an x minus 3. And I'll have an x minus 3 and then an x squared minus 1. But I should go, oh, wait a minute. That one has perfect squares. It's separated with the minus sign. That's a special. All right, so I have an x minus 3. And this becomes an x minus 1, x plus 1. And then am I done? Well, don't forget that negative 3. I got to put that negative 3 from over here that I pulled out. And now I am done. That is your final answer. All right, now go practice and have some fun.